for instance, because they have a long tradition in those things. So their citizens know that when we travel abroad, we have to tell our embassies that we are there. In case of earthquake or whatever, or tsunami, when as it happened years ago, they should know that they are here because they have to defend our interests. Families will be looking for you, and they will do it through your embassies or consulate. So those things, usually people don't understand. In Africa, usually people travel, I go, I got my scholarship, I go. Oh, I don't care about any ambassador, I don't care about anything. Sometimes we do that. Because you didn't receive your scholarship from me. I do agree. But once you are here, you have to pay attention. Because if you just say, who is the ambassador? Well, the day you will face a problem, you will know me. You will come to me and then you will be able to talk. So that's what happened. So don't hide. We need to know how many Africans are in China. Before we make a representation for you, we need to know who you are, how many you are. Sport. How many African top soccer players are playing the championship in China? We need to know. How many events? Sprinter from all marathonians from East Africa. How many events are here? So as we need to know. And eventually, the presence of any ambassador is not necessary everywhere. But believe me, whenever you, as athletes, for instance, you wave the flag of your country, it's the same flag I have on my chest. When you wave, I wave because I wear it heavy. It's my duty. It's my goal. It's my work. It's my belief. I must defend your interests. That's why when you talk of what will be the role of the ambassador, ambassadors are caring about everything. I'll tell you what I've done in my life. You will feel it. Just to illustrate what I say. There are students sometimes, well, they are in a remote place in China. Really, sometimes alone. In a place where Chinese have never seen a black student. And they are a bit stressed. Sometimes they don't know to whom they could talk. But sometimes when they come, sit down, what is your problem? Then you have to explain. During the panel discussion, somebody raised the question of education for a teacher who are Anglophone, Francophone, whatever. It's an issue I don't know. But in some of those things, you have to understand the politics of your host country as well. Education is not something you decrete at your level. There is a law governing education in China. And sometimes at a provincial level, there are differences. So you cannot come here and say, I'm from English province in Cameroon, for instance, so I'm a very good teacher in English, no? No. And then you have as well this projection. People see you as a Francophone country. It will be difficult for you to change the mindset of those people. Because that's the way they identify Cameroon. And this is not only in China, it's the same. You go to some countries, they will tell you that Cameroon is a Francophone country. Full stop. It's up to you to explain that you are a bilingual country. However, that's they don't care. But but they have their own etiquette on each country. And that's the most important. So you have to understand it. When you have some differences, cultural differences, some perception, understanding, of course, you need somebody to guide you. And we are here as well for that. We follow what you are doing. And I wish to tell you that we don't care only about those who are free men and free girls like you who can walk freely on the street. But we care about those who are in prison here in China. Because on our duty, embassies, consular, posts have to care about citizens who are in prison. Because fortunately or unfortunately, not everybody behaves. So those who don't behave, they are caught and they are sentenced, tried, and sent into custody, into prison. But it's not because they made a mistake, they are losing their nationality. They remain Cameroonians if they are Cameroonian, Egyptian if they are Egyptian. That's it. You have to know this. So what we do for the diaspora now, as a community, of course, there are so many things we do. We try to promote. We're talking about education. It's very important. But what kind of education we want to promote? It's a long debate as well. In China, we have as well the responsibility to teach our children our own culture. How do we do it? That's why, we have to sit down, think all together, because diaspora means as well economy. Can you imagine how much money you transferred here to your country? How many? And that money is really useful to keep the GDP. You transfer money nearly every day to your country. And that money is used and maintained in our economies. So diaspora role is very important. Diaspora role is very important because otherwise we're talking about sports. We have outstanding players. Somebody we're talking about before, who is well known here. They call him Roger Villa from Cameroon. I'm sorry, I'm from Cameroon. But I could talk about Salah Mohamed of Egypt, who is a an outstanding player. But they know Cameroon through the window of football. That's true. When you come here, Cameroon, no, always. You are not the one receiving this message every day. I do receive it. But of course, I do agree with one of the panelists who said that the African diaspora in China is one of the youngest in the world. That's true. China is opening up. China is opening up. And I've been here for 17 years. Can you imagine? I've seen so many changes. You can imagine. More and more students can stay here and apply for the work. But 10 years ago, it wasn't the same. It wasn't the case. Which meant that in the coming years, there will be more and more African community living, working in China. But the advice I'm always giving to the community is nearly the same. Living in China, you must be aware that China represents 1.450 billion population. And the tiny community of African is very small. And if you take it at the national level, it's even smaller again. What can you do? They will crush you if you don't unite. If you can't work together, they will crush you. You will disappear. You will be non-existent. That's it. But if you decide to do something and to do good things, they will recognize it. So you have to do not only well, you have to do it better. You have to unite. So as people will, recognize that you have talents, that you have, you think you can write books, not only on the Chinese culture, you can write on your culture and teach Chinese the African culture. Because that's the problem we complain about imbalances in the trade, but what about the culture? Why don't you write on your culture and sell books in China? It's a good market. And I know our friends, Chinese friends, they are really curious. They want to learn about the other nations of the world. They are ready to buy. It means that if you write a book, a very interesting book here, well, you can be that. Because if you can sell 1 million copies, you get it. Because they want to discover what others are doing. But of course, they want to sell you what they are doing. So you have to unite. You have to come together. And then, of course, you don't have any unanimity among Africans. You see, we call people to anything like this, see many empty chairs. Some don't believe so that they want to go and have a drink, put stuff they are thirsty. That's it. But they don't know that what we are doing today is better. And I can tell you, we find that ambassadors, so many ambassadors came. Imagine if all the 53 ambassadors were sitting here, the room itself would be small. Because among the diaspora, you have an ambassador. They are the same member of the diaspora. Unite. And it's the message you are sending every day to our community. Debate, don't fight. I always tell Cameroonians, my fellow citizens, that you are individual ambassadors of your country. I don't have any problem sharing the title with you. Okay? I don't have any problem. Because I don't take your seat and you are not taking mine anymore. So there is no problem to worry about it. But what you know, you should know. What you're supposed to know is that you, as an individual, you are the ambassador of the country or ambassador of Africa, wherever you are. If you do well, people will see you well. If you do bad, they will say, oh, those guys, you don't want them in our community because they are doing that. Usually, because you mentioned believe in that. So, and the other aspect, the advice tell you, abide by the laws of the host country. If you come to China And you want to do like on the street in Yaoundé, it's not the same. Our streets sometimes in our country they are so noisy, huh? Boom, they play music the whole night long. But here people work hard and want to rest. Please respect that. You cannot be playing, high speakers, music at 2 a.m. and you expect people to love it. No. Respect and abide by the laws of the host country. That's the first step. And then people will say, oh, this guy, he seems to be all right. We can help you. Even when you have problems, they are ready to help you. And as well, you have to show Africans are compassion. And there are very interesting stories. During the COVID, there were some African students who were voluntary to assist in their communities. That's a very good example. It's not just a matter of learning what you should receive, and then in return you give nothing. You have to give. That's why we praise the work of the GAS. The group of African ambassadors and spouses are doing a wonderful job. As I said in my statement last day, their job complements harmoniously what the ambassadors are doing in the office. It's very important. Because outside where we are in China, how would you beg you and your spouse? And we are the same country, or the same community as Africans. No matter, and that's why I love to say positive word as well to Yiwu community, because I've been there. They are all so dynamic, work closely, be it from North Africa, East Africa, Central, everybody, they work together. That's it. And so that, some example, we are promoting the presence of ambassadors to those events is a testimony that we support, that we encourage, that we are ready to promote it. The same. You have among your organizers here, students, former students, they are no longer students now. But outstanding students, I tell you, I like to report from them. I said to my colleagues that among Cameroonian students in China, X, Y, Z, are outstanding. And sometimes they receive congratulations messages from the government. Because we are here for you. That's what sometimes you don't know. We are not different from you, but we are working extra territory. Extra territory of Cameroon, of Egypt, of Congo, of Niger. That's it, opinion of Madagascar. Extra territory. That's why you are not always living in Beijing. But if you see, when you come to your embassy, you have seen the armed police at the gate. Huh? You have noticed that. But I'll tell you one thing. The armed police, they will never enter, they will never cross the gate. Whatever happens inside, they never. Because this is entering the means they have violated the territory of Cameroon. Because when you are in your embassy, you are in your country. Even if police were searching for you, it doesn't mean that we should hide you if you kill somebody, okay? But at least, for a while, we can negotiate how we can hand you over without any problem. But nobody will come to pick you up from your embassy. Because our duty is not to sue our own system, it's to protect it. So it's good to know that. And Diaspora, I always talk about it. We are here to help. We are here to promote. We are here to defend your interests. And as we are celebrating the Africa Day, yes, we have to reflect on our common destiny. Yes, we come from different countries in Africa, but we should as well recognize that we are the son and the daughter of Africa. That's all. It means that you are from Zimbabwe, well and good. But if you see your brother from Niger, you can tell him, don't do that because he has killed you. Why not? You can assist one another. And so those are two things. As you ask, what could be the role of ambassadors to promote? I know that here we cooperate with China within the framework of the FOCAC. And I can tell you that gradually we promote the ideas, some ideas like African integration. This is very important. When I left here in 2008, I met with our friends. They were telling me, no, the integration of Africa is none of that. Because the risk is very high between even two African countries. How can we invest? And how can we calculate, the cost of any loan? But day after day, today, if you listen to the speeches, if you read the documents issued or adopted at the FOCAC meetings, we talk about African integration. It's important. So it's a dimension you should not, because AU Commission itself considered the diaspora as the sixth African region. Because there are five. I start by center because I'm doing okay. Central region, southern region, eastern region, northern region, and the western region. But the sixth region is who? You. Us. To tell you that you are not forgotten. You are part of the game. But now you have to do as well the best to take your seat. Your seat is there, but you have to come to take it and sit and show what you can to contribute as well to the well-being of your people in Africa. And we have to think beyond our own national borders. Why it shouldn't be possible for a teacher? That was the case in the field. Many Cameroonians went to live in Guinea during the liberation and the liberation fight for our independence. I met many Angolan students in Cameroon. I cannot tell you how many Namibians were there as well, or in Tanzania. Countries I know very well. So to tell you that the African unity is not as well big. It's a reality. We need to update day after day. And it's up to the new generation to take the challenge. Because Nkrumahs have done their part. Nobody in those days, it was even more difficult than today. communication was very difficult. But they did it. They made it. Today, if you use Dixie just to I don't know, to play, I don't know what, very good. But you could use Dixie to promote African unity. And make sure that the community, that the system can get together, can fight together, and if they will win together. So that's the message. Embassies and the ambassadors are at your disposal, we say. Without you, I'm useless. Useless. Because there is no reason to open embassy. Okay, you say yes, you will cooperate with Chinese government, but it's not enough. There is always that national component of the duty. You cannot just deal with the, you have to deal with the reform. And that's I told you. We deal with the dead. We deal with those who are in prison, in detention. We deal for those who are free like you, and we can discharge their duty wherever they want. That's the most important. We are there to assist you, promote whatever you do. And the best example is that, you see, ambassadors are there, your mothers are there, your spouses are there. You are very happy. You have no reason to complain. They are there, they are listening to you. And I said, Mrs. Christian Doya, the chairperson of GAS, made a very good paper. I wish, Madam, you give them to translate into French and English, and it was in French, but let them see. You have a copy. Yes. Because then they would understand what your message was a very, very strong message. They need to keep it when they need this all today. But we hope that the spirit of this gathering will keep on. Not only on Africa Day, but on a day-to-day process. Wherever you go, as I told you, you are the ambassadors of Africa. If you do succeed, Africa will be proud of you. Like your parents will be proud of you. Like your nation will be proud of you. If you don't perform well, you cannot be known. If they talk about marathon, we see them, they won at athletics. So, they're outstanding. So, yeah, brothers, I want to tell you, whenever you have any problem, go to your embassy. I don't think that my colleague there will close the door, tell you not to enter first. But of course, you have to understand that it might be busy dealing with many other things to protect your vote. So it might not be always available, but it doesn't mean that the embassy cannot receive your complaint or whatever. But as well, I'll tell you, my experience as ambassador there, as well as I work with my community. There is no national day we can organize without involving the national day of the community. We organize even bigger events sometimes. We can't do that without our community. So you are always, and I've recruited some former students at the embassy, and I use their own their talents. That's true. Because when I have something in mind, according to the book, You are architect. Tell me what can we do with it? No, the daily basis might be performing, the duty as administrative staff. But he's architect. So you can advise me on matter concerning the renovation and then which to undertake. So that's what I can say. I wouldn't like to be longer. To conclude, I would like to thank the organizer for this opportunity. They gave us to once again speak at a larger scale. So this message will try to take it to our department wherever we go, throughout China. And today we are speaking to audience like Africa and people from Africa. It's very important. So we have community, we can form a community, shared future, as we say in time. The future is yours, and the choice is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency, for your powerful message, and will definitely convey to the greater audience: debate, don't fight, unite, have to respect and abide by the laws of the host countries, also show compassion to be also the giver side, and also reminding us that we're all sons and daughters of Africa. Thank you, His Excellency. So at this point in time, we have one last remaining items, which is the closing section, closing remarks. And without further ado, I would like to invite Ms. Nini Kanwa Okeyuchi, Minister at the Nigerian Embassy in China, for closing remarks. Please welcome.
Your Excellency, the Dean of the African Ambassadors in China, Mr. Martin Mupona, Ambassador of the Republic of Cameroon. Before I continue, I'd like to say your speech was not boring, very, very engaging. Your Excellency, the country representative of the African Union, His Excellency, Mr. Ramtala Osman, Your Excellencies here present, all ambassadors of African countries here present, the President of the Group of African Ambassador Spouses, GAS, and also our ambassador spouse from Kenya and Madagascar. Thank you so much for finding time to be here. Dear colleagues, fellow diplomats in the House, esteemed representatives and leaders of different African associations, all our guests of African descent, and of course, the dear representatives of Chinese companies and institutions, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. I am deeply honored to be here today as a senior special advisor to SECADS. I'm also very excited to be able to address you when this stage has been graced by our Dean himself and all other important guests. Today's theme, the role of the African diaspora, is so many things. It is apt, it is relevant, and it's extremely significant. Efforts to unite and uplift the African diaspora are crucial, not only to our countries and respective communities, but it's also crucial to the global landscape as a whole. Together as Africans and people of African descent, we can harness our collective strength, share our very rich heritage, and advocate for the positive changes and accelerated development that we all hope for. I always want anyone that cares to listen to me that the true representatives of our African countries are not even necessarily just we diplomats or ambassadors, but it's every single one of you. Because you represent without gain. And pay is a strong motivation, wouldn't you say? But without being paid, everything you do, your actions, your words, represent the countries you come from and represent everything that is great about our continent, Africa. And so you must understand that the power you wield is extremely important. So my very brief message today is just to appeal to the diaspora to recognize the power you hold. No matter what we do in our embassies, if all of our citizens in a particular country are not being law-abiding, we're almost wasting our time. No matter what we do in our embassies, if all of our citizens are doing an amazing job, without our embassies, our countries would still shine. So I just want to encourage everyone to please continue to shine and soar. And just as His Excellency our Dean said, because it can't be overemphasized, we can't say it enough, to respect your host country and be law-abiding. I'm truly inspired by the commitment and passion displayed here today. I'd also like to commend Ms. Queen Modestus, our host, representing the entire body of SECADs. And I also want to use this moment to celebrate some of the people behind the scenes that have made this happen. We have Mr. Louis Idehen hiding in that corner. We need to put our hands together for Mr. Louis Idehen. He's actually the brain behind most of the technical wonders in many, many, many events that are held here in Beijing. May we all continue to work hand in hand to transform all that we've discussed today, all that we've been taught today, and all that we've been reminded of today, so that we can take everything from spoken word and theory and make it into a beautiful, progressive, and prosperous reality. Happy, happy Africa Day.
Thank you very much. Another round of applause. Thank you very much. And with those words, I think she concluded beautifully. And I would just like to re-express our thanks from both from the organizers, from the African youth delegation, African young leaders in China, from the people from African descents who would like to, we really appreciate you, our fathers, the ambassadors' spouses, all the supports. It's really meaningful, and I want to reiterate again, we will make sure to convey everything that was said here to the greater audience, to the greater group, and we will definitely have a lot of thumbs up. We'll definitely improve, and we'll definitely also, help one another, support one another to actually abide by the rules, to also actually understand better how we can learn about China and leverage our experience here to actually bring back home. So thank you for your time, and happy Africa Day. Thank you very much.
I think we are in WeChat. Let me see. Okay, if you don't have it, let me scan me again. I think we are in WeChat.
Really? It is scanning.
Scanning. Hello. Scan already? Okay. We are here, right?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah, yes, how are you?
How are you?
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Leo, right? Leo, how are you doing? Okay, we are WeChat already.
Yeah,
We have
yeah.
WeChat?
Yes.
Okay. Mike is a colleague, right? Okay.
Which embassy?
Yeah, Nigerian embassy.
Nigeria.
Exactly.
Okay, Yusuf.
Okay, I will do it later. Hello.
Meet you. Hello, sir.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm okay. You?
Yeah. You know me?
No, I forgot. I'm sorry.
Oh, Middle President.
Oh, really? Oh, how are you doing?
Fine, how
Oh,
are you?
good to meet you today.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
I've seen, I think you're Mr. Maxis, right?
Exactly,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
correct.
I've seen the group, some things you post in the group.
Oh, thank you so
Yeah, I
much.
just wanted to say hi. though.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah,
chat?
definitely.
You stay in Beijing, is that?
No. I don't
Where?
stay in Beijing. Chongqing.
Oh, Chongqing.
Yeah.
I've been there. I think I've been there.
Oh, yeah. Please let me add you.
Oh,
How are your family?
fine, we're doing really
That's
well.
great.
And yours?
Fine. Fine.
Let me see.
Okay.
You've added, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
just added you.
Yep.
Thank you so much. So, well, we could discuss more on the phone.
Okay.
Nido is going through some restructuring from the internal levels
Okay.
because of what happened there and the contestation they used to have before. So we didn't want such. And after that, we would like to bring people into play. And yeah, while I'm here, I'll go to the embassy to have some discussions with them.
Okay.
There's a lot to discuss about. So I don't know how long you'll stay here for as well.
I'll be here. I'll be going back to my place tomorrow evening.
Or tomorrow evening.
Yes, exactly.
I'll go back. I'll go there on Monday.
Okay.
I thought you'll be around so that we could just couple up and then also.
I was there all through yesterday.
How? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get to speak to them?
Yeah, I spoke with them, but then the ambassador was not there, so I spoke with the other officers.
Okay. All right. That's great.
Yeah.
Tu peux faire une photo avec monsieur?
Okay.
Possible?
Okay, possible.
Possible.
Yeah.
This
Over
one.
there?
Ah,
Okay.
this one is good. Yeah. Okay.
Do we stand there?
Yeah. Avec la main ici.
Okay.
Ah, ok. Le- ça- Thank you.
You want with your phone?
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Because we are not in weekend. Maybe I will add him to send it to me.
We have a video.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Send to my WeChat, okay?
And then I will give me. your
Okay,
website.
I
will
scan.
do the photo.
Okay.
Your Nigeria
Yes,
embassy.
yes, exactly.
I have been to your embassy many times before.
Oh, really?
I've been to Lagos.
Okay. Added
Your
already.
capital also.
Added.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Added.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Keep in touch. Okay. I think I need to. Can I add your WeChat, sister? Yeah.
May I know your name?
Sorry.
May I know your name?
Maxi.
Maxi.
Yeah, that's my name. And you?
Brooklyn.
Okay. Oh. You stay in Beijing here?
I work in the embassy.
Okay. Yep. You work with Ethiopian embassy.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically in the diaspora department.
Okay, that's great.
What do you do?
Yes, I'm a businessman here, but I am the president emeritus of Nigerian community and also the consultant of China African Cultural Center. So I've been here with my family.
That's cool. You've been here for
22 years.
22 years.
Exactly.
So you speak Chinese and everything?
Of course, yes, I do. And you, how long have you been here?
Oh, 7 months.
7 months.
Yeah.
I still new.
I know. I'm new here. I was posted.
Okay, really. Well, I'm sure that you work here. You're gonna work here for 3 years or 4 years, thereabout. Yes, normally. It's okay. We keep in touch. Okay.
Yeah. Maxi. Right.
Yes, I've added. You can see it, right? You're welcome. Always welcome. Where's my sister? Yes, I think I need to take a photo with her.
No, who's around from?
I'm
You, Leo.
not
Leo.
I need to take. Help me, okay?
Okay.
Here, please. So gorgeous today. Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, I will take a picture with you
Okay.
here.
So wait, Leo, right?
I'm Vincent.
Vincent. Okay, let me get my name straight. Vincent, okay.
Yes,
Vincent.
I will send the photos.
So
to-
I'll take a picture so we know who's who. Mm. Oh,
That's cool.
Leo, where are you?
Okay.
Take a photos.
Possible, I was wondering.
So you can give me.
Oh, okay.
Yes, taken already. Hi.
Which country?
Alright,
Which country?
from Nigeria.
Oh, also
Oh.
Nigeria.
And which city are you from?
Close to Shanghai.
Okay,
Close to China.
okay. And we can. It's okay.
In Embassies.
Nigeria.
Yeah, you are counselor.
You're one of the officers.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you is in Guangzhou.
Yes, I work from there. I work Nigerian community, the president.
Oh, community.
Yes,
You travel to here?
yes, exactly for this. I was invited, so because of the African Day, so we have to come for the.
Okay, I have my name card. Sometimes also will attend the meeting.
Okay.
I work in AI area. And I
Okay.
also do trade. Trade is agriculture.
Okay.
And also people in the embassy of Beijing.
Okay, really.
Also your ambassador. He always sometimes he will lose some
Yes.
activity.
He's very busy.
Yeah, he's
very
very busy.
He travels, many times, for
Yeah.
business,
Oh, you travel to here.
Yes, nice from here.
I tried with my American friend with agricultural food.
Okay.
But now we do the chicken feed and the sugar.
Okay.
Maybe we also can pop some agricultural food when
Okay.
free.
Okay.
I see. That's okay. We keep in touch, okay?
Yeah, and Serena. Okay.
That's Serena. Let's see here.
I send I will send one.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Keep in touch, okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Maybe.
United forevermore, from the diaspora as chains to the lands we restore. Our heritage shines, our justice we claim. Africa's heartbeat, no more bound in shame. From factories to farms, we build and we rise. Industrial might neath liberating skies. The future is ours, injustice was sworn. A continent thriving, reformed and reborn. Oh, Africa Day, rejoicing and soar. Together we rise, one people, one roar. From the east to the west, north to the south. Our strength is unbroken, our truth speaks aloud. Africa's glory, empowered and proud. Through struggles we marched, through triumphs we stand. A tapestry woven by justice and hands. We honor the past, their dreams will defend. Building tomorrow, no more to pretend. Come back to the horseshit, now answer the call. For industry, justice and freedom. resound for Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision we trust. Africa's destiny, bold, proud, and just. Long live Africa, our land, our fight, our light. Woo! We say. So lift every voice, let the anthem resound. For Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision we trust. Africa's destiny, bold, proud, and just. Long live Africa, our land, our fight, our light. United Africa, a symphony of pride and power. Africa Day anthem for the land with Agenda 2063. We stand as one, united forevermore. From the diaspora as chains to the lands we restore. Our heritage shines, our justice we claim. Africa's heartbeat, no more bound in shame. From factories to farms, we build and we rise. Industrial might neath liberating skies. The future is ours, injustice was sworn. A continent thriving, reformed and reborn. Oh, Africa Day, rejoicing and soar. Together we rise, one people, one roar. From the east to the west, north to the south. Our strength is unbroken, our truth speaks aloud. Africa's glory, empowered and proud. Through struggles we marched, through triumphs we stand. A tapestry woven by justice and hands. We honor the past, their dreams will defend. Building tomorrow, no more to pretend. Come back to the horseshit, now answer the call. For industry, justice and freedom for all. No more exploitation, no more deceit. Africa's children demand their receipt. Oh, Africa Day, rejoicing and soar. Together we rise, one people, one roar. From the east to the west, north to the south. Our strength is unshaken, our promise runs deep. Africa's glory, no more to pretend. So lift every voice, let the anthem resound. For Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision we trust. Africa's destiny, bold, proud, and just. Long live Africa, our land, our fight, our light. Woo! We say. So lift every voice, let the anthem resound. For Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision we trust. Africa's destiny, bold, proud, and just. Long live Africa, our land, our fight, our light. United Africa, a symphony of pride and power. Africa Day anthem for the land with Agenda 2063. We stand as one, united forevermore. From the diaspora as chains to the lands we restore. Our heritage shines, our justice we claim. Africa's heartbeat, no more bound in shame. From factories to farms, we build and we rise. Industrial might neath liberating skies. The future Through struggles we marched, through triumphs we stand. A tapestry woven by justice and hands. We honor the past, their dreams will defend. Building tomorrow, no more to pretend. Come back to the horseshit. Now answer the call for industry, justice, and freedom for all. No more exploitation, no more deceit. Africa's children demand their receipt. Oh, Africa Day, rejoicing and soar. Together we rise, one people, one roar. From the east to the west, north to the south, our strength is unshaken, our promise runs deep. Africa's glory, no more to pretend. So lift every voice, let the anthem resound. For Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision we trust. Africa's destiny, bold, proud, and just. Long live Africa, our land, our fight, our light. Woo! We say. So lift every voice, let the anthem resound. For Africa rising, injustice unbound. United we stand, in vision.